like I said, I did pull this up for a lot of people this week. And I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the chat room for anybody that wants to look it up themselves. And and for those of you who are listening to the show later, who download the show later, it's on the Mayan Majix website, and that's MayanMajix.
Right, Majix
website. And you scroll down to almost the bottom, and you'll see a banner that says your sun sign astrology. And then you can get a more in-detailed report, which I did some time ago, and I don't know what I've done with it. But I think I might have gotten it off the Mayan Portal website, like I said, that's shut down now. That's all gone. But the more in-detailed report really just blew me away. I'll just be straight up, just blew me away.
Mm-hmm.
And I really wish I had held on to that. But, as things come and go, it is what it is, and clearly I wasn't supposed to.
Exactly.
Maybe it had incorrect information because it came from the wrong source. See the beauty in things? Just moving on.
Yes. Too fun. Very fun. Oh, my goodness. It's been the most exciting ride ever. And being aware and conscious of the ride, knowing that it is a ride. And
right.
When Disneyland first opened, you would buy a ticket book, and there would be A, B, C, and E. They didn't have a D ticket, or maybe they did. I don't remember. Anyway, the E ticket was for the best rides in Disneyland.
Okay.
And so when we would talk about the ride that's happening now, this is an E ticket.
Yes, it definitely is. Oh my gosh! But some people didn't get the E-tickets, and they're stuck here anyway, and they're not. That's why they're so confused and lost.
This is true.
Somebody is asking in the chat room about the calendar, and just so you know, we're going to get to that. We're narrowing. We're getting down the drain. We're circling the drain on that. We're getting there. Okay, and good point, though, and I'll bring that up to you in a minute, Mattie. They're talking about, the timing of the calendar.
Okay.
And but I do want to just encourage people to explore these sun signs. They're pretty interesting. You'll find that you do travel with a group, whether it be family or extended family, family of choice, or family, that you came into. Let's go ahead and go on into the Mayan calendar. And, it's calendar, what I was reading something on your website that it says the agreed upon calendar that we use is used to manipulate the consciousness.
Exactly.
Can you expand on that a little bit?
There's not a natural flow in the Gregorian calendar. There's a natural flow when you rise with the sun and you work in the field and you harvest your food and you sit around the fire at night with the village and you swap stories and you eat together and then you go to bed when the sun goes down. That's a natural flow. The Gregorian calendar doesn't allow us to do that. Because you got to go to work and you got to have the money to pay your rent and you got to this and you got to that and you got to, and it's total insanity. Total insanity. The first time I heard the word multitasking, I cracked up. I said, that's a brand new word in the dictionary. Brand new word. Besides, the mind cannot multitask. You could only do one thing at a time. The mind can only grasp one thing at a time. Yes, and I know there's going to be people that argue with me, but that's okay. I don't care.
And they did it well, didn't they?
Oh my gosh, yes. They're brilliant. This whole orchestration of what is occurring here is brilliant. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And if you keep your center, you'll float through this on the e-ticket. If you freak out, oh, well, I won't go there.
Well, we've got a lot of people freaking out already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, totally. Totally.
A lot of people freaking out.
Yeah.
Is there any chance we can shift back to a more natural calendar?
We are. We're doing that now. There are more and more people who are getting off the grid, creating villages. They're all over the place. Just being that's my next step when I leave here is having land.
Even within corporate America, it's getting to where that they can't keep on with this 8 to 5.
Oh gosh, no.
And people are getting to make their own work schedule.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting to work from home.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting to start to work with their natural rhythms of their body.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And instead of in the confines of be here at 8, leave at 5, go to rush hour traffic, go home, eat McDonald's because that's all you have the energy to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can stay home, you can work on your meal, and then go and get on your computer and log in and do some more work, and then log out and do some housework and do some gardening and log back in, and it's starting to be more at your convenience.
Exactly. Those are the conscious people. But the unconscious people are still running around in the rat wheel. Not that it's bad. It's still a rat wheel.
Now, let me ask you this. The unconscious people, are they just fixing to go to the wayside, pretty much? Yeah,
they will. Yeah, do you know, have you read the Hopi Prophecy?
Yeah, I was just about to get to that.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put that link in the chat room.
Okay,
Hold
good.
on. So everybody can kind of get on board. And that was a big awakening there.
Exactly. Let go of the shore. You gotta let
I'm going
go
to read
of
that.
the shore. Good.
I'm going to read a little bit from it for people who download the show later.
Okay.
And this came out June 6, 2009. And I'm just going to skip around. I have been given the great honor of being asked to help carry the hopeful message of the Hopi Tibetan prophecy to the world. The Hopi prophecy rock shows two paths. The path of the two-hearted that leads to a nuclear World War III, and the path of the one-hearted that leads to a non-nuclear World War III into a time of great peace. The Hopi prophecy speaks of this time in which we will enter what they call the fifth world. All of the first people have a variation of this prophecy. The Mayans call it the time of the sixth sun. The Tibetans call it Shambhala. Here's a picture of Grandfather Martin explaining the two paths of the Hopi prophecy rock. And literally, it's a split